Good evening to everyone. Good evening. Let's wait for a little bit of people on the feed so we can start. How's everybody doing? Good afternoon, good evening to everyone. How's everybody doing in America and in Tijuana? How's everybody doing in Tijuana and my city where I was born, really where I was born, where I was raised. And it's a beautiful thing to be born and raised in Tijuana, really. It's a beautiful and magnificent thing to be saying I am 100% Tijuana citizen, and I'm proud of it. Really, I am. How's everybody doing in America? How's everybody doing? Good afternoon, good evening to every single one of you guys. Wow. Today, wow. There was a rumor right there that I got into. First of all, I want to clear it up. I want to clear things up. First of all, I was not hurt at the rally. Nobody got into my, nobody tried to hurt me. Nobody hit me. And nobody, I don't know. I didn't get into no fight with nobody. I don't know. There was a rumor that people were saying that I got into a fight. No, I did not. I did not get into a fight. I had 2 altercations with words, and I got shoved. But it was not where another altercation was. It was behind the scenes of the stage of AMLO's. I was trying to get in behind some people, and I was trying to get in behind some people. A security guy grabbed me by my jacket. I had a jumper jacket. He grabbed me by my jacket. He pulled me back. I got his hand out of my jacket, and I told him, "Don't grab me." He's like, "Well, you get out." He tried to grab me again, so I pulled his hand down. And for me, people, to have a fight in Tijuana, it will cause me a lot of problems. It will cause me a lot of problems. That's why I stay calm. I don't fist fight with nobody. I know my capabilities of getting into a fight. Remember, I'm still registered as a professional boxing fighter. So for me to get an altercation, and imagine that as a reporter, as an independent journalist, and as a licensed broadcaster, to get in an altercation, fighting with hands, it will completely, whether it is, if there is a provocation against my persona, and if somebody provokes me to hit him back, with an insult, or, with something like that, I will retaliate. Yes, I will. It has on, where your license as a professional boxer says that you can retaliate or you can defend yourself if somebody attacks you. So nobody attacked me today, really. Nobody attacked me. I got an altercation of words, and somebody pulled my jacket, but it was behind the scenes of AMLO. And I will explain what happened. And of course, we had great interviews today. That was my main purpose, to have great interviews with this guy. This guy is, where you go? Right there. This guy is Father SOLALINDE. Father SOLALINDE, it's been on the loop of the whole country and Central America. There's a lot of rumors that he's collided with coyotes, that he works with the cartel, and there's a lot of rumors that he is the number one that had talks with a lot of politicians to get the caravan started from the south. So I had this interview coming up for you guys. And also, I got a great interview with the guy in charge of Angeles Sin Fronteras, Angels Without Borders. I got that interview as he was marching, and I interviewed that guy, and I asked him all about trafficking of children, all about trafficking of humans, and you're not going to believe the response. Like, all of these people, that's where I wanted to get. My purpose to go to the AMLO rally, it was to hear what AMLO had to say. That was the reason why I was not doing a live feed. First of all, let me tell you guys, if I did not get there early, it was because I had a family event before I went over there. I had a family event, so I had to attend the family event and then go to the rally. It was a compromise with family events. So you must understand, it's a Saturday. And so I got there, I parked my car 6 blocks, 6th Avenue. This was, it was, 3 live feed was getting dropped. It was getting dropped. I don't know why. Every time it was getting dropped, my live feed. And, it was unfortunate because every time I tried to go live, it was getting dropped. So what happened? I got there and I had an arrangement with an owner from a hotel. This owner from the hotel, he was going to let me record from his roof, so I can have a great view and focus on AMLO when he was talking. But what happened? When I got there, there was the Marines on the other building and the Gendarmeria on the bottom. So the guy was like, I cannot let you in because the Marines are on top. So I cannot let you in anymore. So that failed. I had to take another route, go behind the scenes, behind the stage. I was there. That's why I did that one recording. I stayed there and I had a real little altercation. For me, a fight is really getting into a fight. For me, a fight, I know what a fight is. And I didn't get to no fight. Thank God. I didn't get to no fight. And I did not get hurt. Thank God. But I got in a little altercation. Somebody pulled my jacket. They told me you can't go in there. And after that, I started, I need to be as professional as possible because there's a lot of reporters around there and there's a lot of media. So I want them to see me as, as what I am, as my work. So I stayed away from that guy. I was like, okay, you're right. I will leave. And immediately I got a call that there were these immigrants marching with Angeles Sin Fronteras. I got the interview right there. So I went over there through Revolution Avenue. I stayed in Revolution Avenue. As I stayed in Revolution Avenue, I saw Angeles Sin Fronteras. I approached, they had 3 banners of President Trump. The 3 banners, one of them said, we're not criminals. Second one was, we're not going to pay for the wall. And third one is our territory and we demand our entrance. So they had 3 banners. The majority of the migrants, 80 to 90%, are from Central America. So I talked to the guy in charge of Angels Without Frontiers. This guy is really difficult to talk to. Really difficult to talk to. As I investigated, and I have done investigations on this guy is hardcore AMLO. Hardcore AMLO. He doesn't reason, and he doesn't understand the complications of this immigration and this invasion on our country. He only understands this, money. That's the only thing that he understands. So I had an interview with him. That was a guy that I was trying to find since I don't know how many months. And after I did an interview with him, I went around the block, and all of a sudden there was Father SOLALINDE. Father SOLALINDE has been involved in so many scandals regarding the caravan. You can Google Father SOLALINDE, and you can Google him, and you can look at him and see how influential he is on the caravan. He is extremely influential on the caravan. So we had those couple of interviews, and also we put attention to what Marcelo Ebrard was saying and what AMLO was saying, that was the whole purpose, to listen what they were saying and what Marcelo Ebrard was talking about. We were not far away from where they were talking, because there was points that I was so far away, there were so many people, that there were so many gigantic screens, and you cannot hear. The volume was so low, and everybody was complaining about it. You can only hear Viva Mexico, and that was everybody, but nobody was hearing what he was saying. So that was my main reason to get all the way behind the stage so I can hear what they were saying. And just to wrap things up regarding what they said, Marcelo Ebrard, practically, he said that he went over there to Washington to talk to the United States, to talk to the government, and settle an agreement on the tariffs, that they were not going to permit, that they were going to implement tariffs on our country, and that we are for the better of humanity and for the union in this planification with Central America. You must realize, people, that is, we are in a AMLO rally. There's a lot of uneducated people, a lot of rude people, a lot of drunk people, and it's in downtown. Liberty of everything. There's vigilance and there was police, but you know how police are over here. They really take care of stuff, but they don't really take care of it. So there was a lot of that. There was a lot of it. And when they say, put attention to what is happening, and people are like, why the Mexican people are celebrating, and why are a lot of Mexican people supporting this? The main reason why is they're supporting the political party. They're not supporting the people that they're in the political party. And Marcelo Ebrard talked about the tariffs, and also he told everybody that it was really important that there was coming a plan. There's a plan coming with the United States to form, a kind of like a brotherhood with, more with the United States and Mexico with Central America, and that they agreed that they were going to resolve the immigration, floods of people that they are coming. In our country. So Angelica Kelly, es noche. Yeah, I know it's night. Have a good evening, Angelica. How you doing? How you doing? Good evening to you. And also, we heard AMLO talked that was the number one reason that I was over there, and it's practically the same. I had three people that they were working with me, and I was working with them. One of them is, he was one of the guys that he started recording here. He's really good. He's a really cool guy. I talked to him a lot. And another one, she is an activist, 100% activist from a nationalist group right here in Tijuana. So she was recording on one side. This other fellow was recording from the other side. And I was, hearing or in the background and backstage. There's a lot of security. It's basically impossible to get to the president, as it is impossible to get to Donald Trump. It is almost impossible. So I was hearing as he was talking, it is exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. And AMLO is motivating his people and is motivating the Mexicans to see Trump as the enemy. Kind of like it resembles like that. He talks about we will not let Trump tariff the country. He mentions him in a way that he looks like the enemy, and he looks like he's trying to take advantage of the country of Mexico when it's all the way around. So everybody started celebrating, Viva Mexico, and everyone was celebrating. And it was, you can see, and it's so upsetting that there's only a few people that we were there that we know the reality of what's going on in our country. We know the reality of what's going on in my country, and it is so upsetting, really it is, to see all these people celebrate a thing that we basically got spanked again by the United States, and they don't know that. And you actually tell them this in their faces, and they don't want to believe it. Really, they don't. So, as I was walking and getting this interview, AMLO just talked about the tariffs. Also, he talked about the security in Tijuana, how it's lower down in assassinations and homicides. And also, he talked about implementing the National Guard now on every state of the country and more security in our city. And also, he talked about that he's really happy that Jaime Bonilla was a governor now, and they want as mayor over here, and they're going to implement more jobs and more educational programs for the kids to give them opportunity, not only for Mexican kids, but for kids that are coming from Central America or other parts of the world. That was all that he said, with all these other words that they use, politicians, to make everybody, yeah. So practically that was his speech, that we already know his answers when they asked him about questions and all that. So pretty important to get this guy and to get an interview with him now, before the caravan just landed. It was easy. He was just running around there. But to get an interview with him now is really difficult. It's really, really difficult to get an interview with him now. So let's hear a little bit of Father SOLALINDE, one of the activists from one of the pro-migrant activists, and he's a priest that supports the caravan. Here is him, and here is me approaching him and asking him about, it's in Spanish, so I will stop and translate as we are rolling and as we are going. Here's Father SOLALINDE for you guys. There you go.
Padre, una preguntita antes de que se vaya. En las caravanas, padre, hay mucha inseguridad.
7.946 fueron los niños que son traficados el mes de febrero, 8.916, 11.507 ahora en mayo. ¿Qué es su opinión acerca de eso y qué medidas se deben de tomar? Porque los están utilizando para violar el lupo de la migración en Estados Unidos y sobre todo han creado aquí matrimonios falsos y familias falsas. ¿Cuál es su punto de vista acerca de eso?
Nos queda claro y a ustedes también que los...
I just asked the guy, I'm going to stop every time to explain. I just asked the guy, I just asked him, Father SOLALINDE, what is your opinion on the caravans, on the 7,946 children that are trafficked, on the 8,916 on March, and on the 11,507 that they were just found trafficked, they were trafficking them on the month of May? And also, what is your take on fake marriages that they're making and on fake families that they're making? This is why I asked him that. And it's a really uncomfortable question for him. The number one reason why is because he's a priest. Second one is because a lot of the rumors is that Catholic churches are hiding these children or are taking care of these children. So I wanted to ask this question to him so he can answer me what is his opinion on the trafficking of children. And this is what he answered.
Son el centro del debate universal. Son el factor de cambio en el mundo. Pero sí es cierto que en esta ocasión los están utilizando, todo el mundo los utiliza. Por ejemplo, Donald Trump los utiliza para chantajear a México. Pero si George Soros, como se dice...
He's saying that the migrants are the center of attention of right now of the world. The migrants are the center of attention of the world. And everybody's using them. Everybody's using them. And he's saying Trump is using them to get his points and his advantages. And also, he's talking about George Soros, that he knows that George Soros, if he's taking advantage of them also. Look at this.
Se está financiando este flujo migratorio masivo, pues también él lo estaría utilizando. Pero también hay que ser sinceros, nosotros somos iglesia y tenemos personas de iglesia, por ejemplo en Honduras y en El Salvador, y nos comentan que hay toda una estrategia de parte de los polleros, de los traficantes, para venir, por ejemplo, decían a un papá, tú vas a venir con un niño de 4 años, por ejemplo, tu mamá igual.
He's talking about George Soros. This is great. He's talking about George Soros, and he's saying that if George Soros is behind all this, that is a disgrace. Also, he's saying, as they are from a church, they have people on the church in South America. And he's saying also that they have knowledge that coyotes are the ones that are taking advantage of these children. And he just put an example, we've been saying this whole time. Kids are being taken advantage from adults to cross with the loophole.
Su estrategia, los polleros para venir. Es un hecho el tráfico de personas. Para mí, digo, qué bueno que vengan, me encanta que vengan nuestros hermanos, porque México es suyo, somos hermanos y tenemos que aprender.
It's a reality that the coyotes are taking advantage of children. It's a reality that we have a problem of trafficking of children. But I love the fact that they're coming. I love the fact that they're in here. And Mexico is yours. Mexico, we will give it to you.
Todos hermanados desde Estados Unidos, Canadá, hasta Centroamérica y toda América Latina. Pero sí es cierto que están usando a nuestros hermanos migrantes como un arma. Ahora fíjate, una cosa positiva que yo veo de este arreglo, sí, la Guardia Nacional, es cierto, pero la Guardia Nacional nos va a permitir parar el flujo de los polleros,
He's saying that, yes, there is a problem, and yes, we want them over here, and he loves, he loves his brothers from Central America, but he's talking about now the National Guard. He's saying now the National Guard that is going to be implemented is going to stop a lot of the fluency of trafficking in the country of Mexico.
Eso sí es cierto. Y entonces los hermanos que vengan, los migrantes que vengan, no tienen ya necesidad de pollero porque ya no se va a poder pasar en caravanas. Eso ya no, la caravanización del flujo migratorio ya paró.
He's saying that because of the National Guard, a lot of coyotes are going to stop working now, and they're going to have a hard time and difficult time to transport the migrants. Not only that, he's talking about also that the National Guard is going to have a lot of control in our south door, and there's going to stop the fluency of coyotes. I asked him this. The next question it was this. I asked him, listen to this question.
Atentos a lo que es las reglas del Pacto Mundial de Migración, que es entrar de forma documentada, pacífica y con un propósito, que es migrar hacia un lugar seguro. México lo firmó.
And I asked him, it is really important that we respect then the United Nations Pact. We need to come in documented, peacefully, and with a purpose. And he's saying, yes, Mexico signed it.
Y de hecho, fíjense, vean un poquito más. Ahorita la coyuntura es un poco apremiante, pero imagínense cuando ya esté ese desarrollo regional, pues esperemos que no haya ni visa siquiera, de verdad.
Padre, una última pregunta antes de irme. 60 millones de pobres, 28 millones de situación crítica, 68 millones sin seguros.
Let me back it up for a little bit.
De verdad.
Padre, una última pregunta antes de irme. 60 millones de pobres.
Like there. So what is he saying? He's saying that, yes, the pact needs to be respected and they need to come in legally documented and with a purpose. Now, he's talking more on the guidelines on, having a future of, migrants not using documents to be in our country. Look at this. He's saying it will be great and if we get to a point that there's no humanitarian visa anymore, So it's more than that. It's more than that. It's more that saying they're creating this whole new nation. You hear him say, it will be better if we get to a point that there's no documents. What the hell? So if there's no documents, there's no borders. If there's no borders, there's no separation of countries. If there's no separation of countries, what does this make the whole territory? One. So that's why, their whole ideology is to make one bunch all together. Now, I ask him this, the next question that I tell him, 60,000 in poverty, 28 million on critical condition, 68 million without medical care. Do you think that Mexico should take care first of their people instead of taking care of all the migrants and then take care of every migrant when we take care of our own people first? Listen to his response.
28 millones de situación crítica, 68 millones sin seguro social, es lo que se reporta en México. ¿Usted no cree que la ideología sería primero cuidar nuestro país y también tener una migración ordenada, pero primero cuidar México?
Yo no pienso así porque todos somos hermanos y ellos también son parte de nosotros mismos. Si fuéramos una humanidad.
He's saying, I don't think that way. I think that first. Hold on a second, people. I got a little right here. He's saying, I don't think that way. And that as I asked that question, listen, as I asked that question, there were a bunch of people behind me, and everybody was saying, no, migrants are welcome. Everybody has the same right. So it is an atmosphere of AMLO. It will be really stupid of myself to be arguing with the priest. So I try to get as much information as I can. So for me to realize where they stand right now and where he stands right now, because this priest particularly, he has people not only here in Mexico and in Tijuana and the whole country, he has people in Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. So I want to know how this guy's working and how this guy has all this, ideas to bring all these people without no documents anymore. So let's just hear him out a little bit.
Y con un propósito que es migrar hacia un lugar.
De verdad.
Padre, una última pregunta antes de irme. 60 millones de pobres, 28 millones de situación crítica, 68 millones sin seguro social, es lo que se reporta en México. ¿Usted no cree que la ideología sería primero cuidar nuestro país y también tener una migración ordenada, pero primero cuidar México?
Yo no pienso así porque todos somos hermanos y ellos también son parte de nosotros mismos. Si fuéramos una humanidad aparte sería, pero somos hermanos, somos la misma humanidad, debemos amarnos. Al contrario, yo diría que si somos cristianos y somos consecuentes, primero ellos.
Oh my God. And he's saying, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. It is for humanity. It is for humanity. It's not first Mexico. And as a matter of fact, he says, we should take care of them first instead of Mexico because they are suffering. Now, wow, listen to this. Now, if there, you see a guy right there mumbling in the back, is a tall guy that he had a camera right in my face, like right here. And he's saying, nobody's illegal. Everybody has the same right. And we have to be human. I don't understand if we are not being so human enough to our country and that we don't have the money to take care of our own people and we being human with other people. Really, that's the question that I'm always asking, and my illogical brain probably doesn't get it. So the priest basically saying, no, we need to take care first of if we had the opportunity, we should take care first of them instead of Mexico. Wow. Listen to this.
Y de hecho ya están empezando los pueblos a hermanarse.
He's saying that we need to come together as brotherhood. And as a matter of fact, the countries right now, they're coming together because they love Mexico. Really, I don't know where this guy is living at. He's a priest. I need to have respect for him. But really, I don't know where he's at. I don't know if he has heard about the 4 federal officers they've been killed, how they're trafficking children, trafficking women, shoplifting, killing our citizens, and also, not all the citizens, but they had killed citizens, raped women, taking our land, and we as Mexicans, we're just watching that. I don't know that. Really, I don't understand this guy. So this, he was on the move. I didn't get that much time to talk to him because he had security on his back. He had 2 guys over here. I don't know where he got money for security, but he got security guys on his back and all that stuff. So I moved out. I said, you know what? Thank you so much. Dios lo bendiga. God bless you. He's a priest. So whatever he is, he's a priest. So I made peace with him. He makes peace with me. And, it's really unbelievable. It's really unbelievable. Now, more unbelievable is the power that a priest has right now. We already know the Vatican has a lot of power, but the power of this priest in the caravan is strong. He's really strong in the caravan. He's no joke, everybody. He's no joke. He's really strong when it comes to the caravan. Extremely strong. So that is one of the reasons why, I was so intrigued to talk to him. Really, I was so intrigued. I wanted to talk to him since a bunch of times, but, I'm so intrigued with people that they have a certain purpose. Really, that makes me, that's kind of like me. I'm so intrigued on talking to several particular people. And this is the guy that I wanted to talk to him. Also, I got a good interview with the guy from Angels Without Frontiers. This organization is the one that has been trafficking a lot of people. I'm saying humongous. And is one of the first organizations with Pueblos Sin Fronteras and other organizations that they are taking care of migrants first than Mexicans. And they know the business. They know the amount. And they're so fed up that they spit out the truth. And this guy just spit out that, the last government was not supporting them, and they are rooting for this government because they want to get supported. So it is, I wanted to get that. So this is the video when I went around that they called me that there was, migrants with banners of Trump, humongous banners of Trump, that is saying, it explains the video, but the interview, it's on Spanish. So I will stop and translate for you guys so you guys can know. Now, I will take a real quick question for you guys. If you guys want to talk to me about the priest, before I go to the video, I will take a question. Why doesn't everyone understand the Pope now is from South America? The priest declared in an interview that he wants socialism in Mexico. Yes. Hey, Marco, ¿cómo estás? Yes, he did. And that's a guy that we need to watch. This priest. Watch it. Watch it. Calladito, pero se ve bien bonito. He's really something. He's not your typical priest around the block. So this is the other video that we got with this guy that he pushes a lot the agenda of free borders, open borders, no walls, no nothing at all. He wants all support for his brothers, he says. We're standing with our brothers from Central America, and we are supporting this cause, and we are marching right now to say to AMLO that we're closing lines and we want his support on the migrants from Central America. So let's go. Let me show you this video right here. Look at it. What does this tell you? What does this tell you to start? What does this tell you? That it's going to be a nice video? So you imagine 1, 2, and 3 banners that all of them had, had Trump. I'm having problems to stay put with the phone. There we go. There we go. So let me just put this video on you so you guys can see what happened. Let's go.
Hi, this is Oscar Blue for Border Network News. We're live right here at the AMLO rally. As you can see, people, this is some banners. And these are the organizations from Pueblos Sin Fronteras, Angeles Sin Fronteras, and Migrant Alliance. As you can see right there, Donald Trump right there. And one of the banners says, Trump, we're not your enemies of the USA. Also, we have another one that it says, Trump, we will not pay the wall. This one, it says, Trump, we will not pay the wall. These are all migrants, people. Estos son puros migrantes. These are all migrants. And it says, Angels from Frontiers and Alliance, Migrant Alliance. And this is another one that says right here, the migrants, we are not delinquents and we are not violent people. We are workers. Angels from Frontiers. Another one and the other one right here.
No lo quitó, pero nosotros como mexicanos, integrantes y conscientes de este movimiento, sabemos que es nuestro territorio. Por ello, estamos en la cuarta transformación Es la gente que tiene conciencia, que sabe por qué está luchando. Y por ello, ahí vamos. En nuestro México.
So basically, this guy is just an activist. This guy's just an activist that he's saying, you know, the last banner is unbelievable. Man, they need to educate people on history regarding the land that we lost with the United States. There was a guy that last name was Santana, and he sold us out. So it's not Mexico's fault. It's Santana that he was the last government. So the last banner says that you know, we're taking back our territory. You know, practically like that. No, that we lost California, Texas, and New Mexico, all that stuff. So he's saying that is our territory. We want it back. Basically like that. So that, you know, that last banner pretty much puts Mexicans in there. And that is the banner that I don't agree with, because it's all people from Central America on that rally. So I don't agree with that last banner. That's why I didn't put attention to it. I'm like, why are you marching? You know, you guys are a different agenda. You guys are from Central America. You guys were not at the war with the United States when this happened. You guys were not. You guys are not part of our history. You guys are not part of our country. You guys were not born here. You guys were not born here. So I don't know why you guys are fighting for a cause that it was not even in your history. So let's get to the interview with this guy.
Front half of the territory. We will talk right now to one of the organizers right here, as we can have a little interview with him. Unos momentitos nada más. Soy Oscar Blue para el programa de Oscar Blue, señor, por Amor Nuevo News. ¿Cómo está? Muchísimo.
I'm just presenting myself, and the video was cut right there because it was a phone call from my partner Anthony that he was worried about me. So I just told him I'm okay, and we turned back again on this video again.
De nuevo, el día de hoy Alianza Migrante y Ángeles Sin Fronteras vienen definitivamente a manifestarse en este rally de Andrés Manuel López Obrador, aquí para darle a entender de que el gobierno es el muy poco apoyo que le ha dado hacia todo el movimiento de los migrantes en esto lo que es pues Baja California, ¿no?
No, bueno, nosotros ahorita en primer lugar, tú sabes que somos los Ángeles Sin Fronteras.
Basically, what I'm telling him is that, you know, today you came over here to do a rally in defense of the migrants, that they're not getting that much support from the government, right? And he responds like this.
Con la alianza, lo que hemos manifestado, cuando el fondo migrante se quitó, lo quemamos al secretario de Hacienda, antes a mí, antes ni de Garay. Pero en estos momentos había hecho una convocatoria de Andrés Manuel López Obrador de cerrar filas. Y nosotros ahorita venimos a cerrar filas, a venir a apoyar, porque independientemente de las diferencias que tengamos todos, hay que cerrar filas porque se trataba de mandar un mensaje de unidad ante Trump, ante lo que está pasando.
He's just ranting. Now, imagine what kind of person is that? And I tried to get an interview with him almost 5 or 6 months ago. 5 or 6 months ago, I tried to do an interview with him, and he was impossible to talk to. Now, he knows me, and after, you know, I asked him this question, he's saying, the past governments, Videgaray and Meat, the guys that were in charge, they did not give us support as immigrants. And right now, we are hearing our president that says, close the lines. What it means, close the lines. It means support and always protest in some, you know, in some parts of the city, and close lines. Close lines, support him. Whenever is a rally of AMLO, go over there and close the lines and, you know, and support. Now he's saying that he's not going to give in into the government of Trump.
Que llegaron a un acuerdo Nosotros ahorita venimos a cerrar filas. Obviamente nosotros no quisiéramos que hubiera la Guardia Nacional. Nosotros queremos que transiten libremente. Fuimos nosotros los que apoyamos a los centroamericanos.
Wow. He's just saying, obviously, now the National Guard is coming, and obviously, we don't want the National Guard. We want them to transit freely in our country, and we were the ones that we supported Center America.
Pero también es cierto que vimos que masivamente, dice el padre Solalinde, que fue el que orquestó todo esto. Otros dicen, Jalipe dice que es Soros, que son...
They all snitch on each other. He's saying this one, basically saying, we listened to Father Solalinde. Father Solalinde, who was it? The one that I just interviewed. And he said, Father Solalinde is blaming Trump that he has orchestrated this, so this will happen. And another people are saying that it's Soros. Listen to this.
A México y a Estados Unidos, pero nosotros no venimos, y quiero aclarar, porque nosotros somos críticos y seguiremos siendo críticos.
Paisano, también tenemos unas estadísticas
pero
muy
nosotros,
importantes.
Permítame, es que usted me está, de alguna manera me está diciendo que nosotros venimos a eso. Nosotros, efectivamente, donde nos ven, somos los que protestamos, pero en este momento nosotros estamos mandando un mensaje que tenemos que unirnos todos los mexicanos en torno a nuestro presidente. Y también le queremos decir que aunque retrocedemos para nuestra óptica de poner esas Guardia Nacional, también es cierto que Andrés Manuel López Obrador les está dando visas para trabajar. Nunca habían tenido los...
So basically he's saying, I wanted to interrupt him for a little bit because he gets hooked and he never lets you talk. He never lets you talk. So he's saying basically that he supports the president, that 1,000% he's going to back him up, that, although the National Guard is going to take over now the security of the country, he does not support that optic, that specific, term that they came to an agreement between the United States and Mexico. Now, I'm trying to interrupt him to give them statistics because I'm all about numbers and facts. That is me. I always manage myself with numbers and facts. Now, I want to interrupt him to give him numbers and facts and see what he responds is. And you will see how he responds. These people are so well coached and so trained to avoid the question. And they hit you with another thing. And they avoid the question and they hit you with another thing. And they try to blame you to make you look like you're unhuman. But I'm just asking a question of numbers. That is the only thing. So listen to this.
Americanos eran perseguidos, tenían que venirse en los lomos de la bestia. Entonces, nuestras lonas ahorita que estamos diciendo, traíamos otras las quitamos. Es Trump, no somos enemigos de Estados Unidos, los migrantes no son delincuentes, somos trabajadores. También le recordamos que no estamos de acuerdo con el muro, que le queremos recordar que también la mitad del territorio de Estados Unidos es nuestro.
Oh my God. Okay. Now he's saying that basically before the people from Central America, they did not have humanitarian visas. They did not have visas, work visas, and now they have it. So thanks to AMLO, now they have it. Now he's saying also that they came over here and they had more banners that they were putting up. And one of the banners specifically is saying, no, we're talking about this banner is saying, no, we're not, delinquents. All of our migrants, we're not delinquents. We are workers. We come at peace. We don't want the wall. And also, we want our land back that the United States took from us. Oh my God, these people. These people, man, really. Oh my God, like they have still this mentality that it was taken away. Let's study the history. Please, people, read our history. It is extremely important. It was a treaty between two countries because there was a war. And at that time, the wars got arranged by blood or by territory or by money. So our last president was pressured to take the land. He sold us out like they've been doing the whole history of presidents. Every president has sold us out. Every single one of them is a land of the. As soon as you were born, you have a sale tag right here. We're sold. Let's read our history, people. This man really. So he's ranting about the banners and all that stuff. And also, I asked the question now.
Es momento, pues, de ahorita dividirnos los mexicanos. Ahorita venimos a unirnos y respaldar al presidente Andrés Manuel López Obrador. Ese es, por eso, así como usted pueden pensar, y en su momento lo vamos a hacer, claro que lo vamos a hacer en su momento, pero ahorita es un acuerdo porque estamos ante el peligro de que con sus puitazos las bolsas de valores iban a caer, que íbamos a afectarnos, también se iba a afectar a Estados Unidos, pero ahorita se está llegando a un acuerdo. Algunos no quisiéramos que llegara a ese acuerdo, otros están de acuerdo, pero ahorita no es momento de dividirnos, es momento de estar unidos en torno a nuestro presidente Andrés Manuel López Obrador.
So he's saying basically that right now it was an arrangement on a tariff, and it's not right now. There is no that we shouldn't be divided. We should be together, and we should be working together. That's what he's saying. Basically, he's saying that we should be united, we should be one. That's what it's basically saying. And, you know, he's ranting over, you know, the same subject. Deberíamos estar juntos, debemos ser uno. We should be together, we should be one. It's exactly the same thing. So I asked this question as I'm asking all these questions to every single person that I encounter.
¿Qué opinión tiene usted de 60 millones de pobres en México, 28 millones de situación crítica, 68 millones de mexicanos sin seguro social, 7,846 niños han sido traficados desde la frontera de Guatemala hacia México en febrero, 8,916 fueron traficados en marzo y 11,507 niños han sido traficados, usados en esto que viene siendo la caravana migrante para poder cruzar sobre un candado abierto hacia los Estados Unidos, fabricando matrimonios falsos, abogados que vienen a practicar la ley, violando nuestro artículo de la Constitución, el número 33, aquí fabricando matrimonios falsos y también fabricando familias falsas. ¿Cómo debe también Alianza Migrante, Ángeles Sin Fronteras, dar el mensaje que primero México para los mexicanos tenemos un sistema de pobreza increíble y tenemos que apoyar primero a los mexicanos deportados mexicanos antes de hacernos cargo, no solamente de Centroamérica, señor, porque ya está llegando África, Asia y el Medio Oriente.
Precisamente, somos los ángeles sin fronteras.
Basically, what I just told this guy, because I resume every statistic in one argument. I just told him, what is your take on 7,946 children missed, trafficked on February, 8,916 in March, 11,507 trafficked on May. Not only that, we got 60 million in poverty, 28 million in critical condition, and 68 without medical care. Now, regarding that, we also have activists coming over here and planting and doing fake marriages and fake families. And not only that, Mexico should be for the Mexican people, and we should take care first of the deported Mexicans, not other people, because we're taking care of people from South Africa, South America, Central America, and not only that, I told them, we're taking care of people from Africa, from the Middle East, and from Asia. So you give me a reason for that. And this was his response.
La Alianza Migrante Tijuana, los que hemos hecho manifestaciones, te quiero de ahorita lo que me estaba hablando, nosotros cuando cancelan el fondo migrante, que es un fondo raquítico, de que mandaban de 300 millones para atender a todos, fuimos nosotros los que les dijimos al gobierno de Calderón que era una vergüenza que no atendiéramos a los deportados. Fuimos nosotros los que estamos pidiendo un fondo integral para apoyar a los deportados, porque los deportados fuimos nosotros los que les dijimos que los deportados representan a los mexicanos que nos mandan más de 35 mil millones de dólares, que era una vergüenza que no hubiera dinero para ellos. Entonces fuimos nosotros los que defendimos a los centroamericanos las 3 caravanas anteriores, y somos nosotros los que seguiremos haciéndolo, pero hay momento para todo. Hay momento de atacar, hay momento de detenerse, hay momento inclusive de retroceder. En estos momentos, lo importante para nosotros es cerrar filas en torno al presidente, y luego empezaremos nosotros a decirle que hace falta un fondo, porque no podemos ser candiles de la calle y oscuridad en nuestra casa. Fuimos nosotros los que sacamos.
And he doesn't stop. Just for you guys to know, he doesn't stop. So he's saying basically that he goes on a rant saying that it was because of them that they pressured the government of Felipe Calderón, avoiding the question of trafficking of children. It was because of them, Angeles Sin Fronteras, that they had a fund now to support on the Peña Nieto's government to support the deported Mexicans, avoiding the question of trafficking of children. And it was because of him and because of them that now there are the ones that they're supporting people of Central America, avoiding the question of trafficking of children. They always avoid the question regarding trafficking of children. The number one problem right now in this caravan, if you summed up 11,000 calculator, where are you, man? My brain is so burned out. Where are you? Where are you, calculator, in this phone? Where are you? Where are you? I can't find you. Oh, right here. If you summed up 11,000, let's go by month. 7,946 on February. On March, 8,916. And on May, 11,507. It comes to a total of 28,369 children. 28,369 children. Almost 30,000 children. So that is a question that they avoid all the time. And they go on a rant in front of people. So people will, yeah, man, Mexico, yes, you're supporting. But they're avoiding the number one question that I asked him. And why I asked this question is because that organization itself, with Pueblos Sin Fronteras, they are the ones that they take control of a lot of trafficking, a lot of kids, and a lot of fake marriages. And they're avoiding the question. They go by this argument. It was because of us that we got the fund to protect the migrants. Now we got to be together. We got to be as one. Stop avoiding the question. Can you just answer me about the fact and the number that I just told you, that 28,000, what is the number? 28,369. Let me just write that down so I can remember it and sum it up. 28,369. And from January to May. 28,369 from January to May, they've been trafficked. Oh my God. And that is not a problem to answer. That is not a question to answer. These people, these are the ones that I wanted to interview on the rally, because I know that they were right there. And I know and I knew that they were going to be there. Like Father SOLALINDE, saying that Trump is his fault, saying that it's Soros. But they're not the ones that they're provoking this migration. And they're not the ones that they're telling them about the pact. That is another question that I want to ask this guy.
Una pancartas y todo, y públicamente donde dijimos al presidente Andrés Manuel que lo interceptamos cuando vino la vez pasada aquí a Tijuana, que no podemos ser candiles de la calle y nos quedamos a casa, que primero empecemos por los mexicanos y después por todos los extranjeros.
¿Por qué las organizaciones?
Now, he's saying that first, he wants to take care of Mexicans and then the foreigners. He just said, look how he, because you pressure them with statistics and numbers, and you pressure them to answer a question, and they don't know how to resolve it. So they say first Mexicans and then the foreigners. He just told me minutes ago that we should have the same rights as immigrants. And Solalinde just told me that if it was for them, because he goes with Solalinde, if it was for Solalinde and him, they would have no visas of transit. They can transit freely, and it is our obligation to leave alone the Mexicans and to take care first of Central America. Now, I ask him this other question.
¿Por qué las organizaciones de migrantes no han educado a la caravana migrante del Pacto Mundial de Migración? ¿Por qué no les han dicho que no solamente pueden pedir asilo político en Estados Unidos, sino pueden pedir en Canadá? Estados Unidos no firmó el Pacto Mundial de Migración. Son 154 países y México sí lo firmó, pero Estados Unidos no. Los están haciendo sufrir de manera increíble desde el sur hacia el norte y no les están dando el asilo político. Solamente el 3% se les está autorizando para darles el asilo político en Estados Unidos. ¿Por qué no los educan y les dicen que una opción es Canadá y que allá están aceptando el asilo político y México se tiene que hacer responsable porque México ha firmado el Pacto Mundial de Migración?
Pues bueno, es como tú.
I just asked him a question. Why your organizations, like Angeles Sin Fronteras, and he responds for Solalinde also, and like he's going, you know, with Pueblos Sin Fronteras. They work all together, and I just asked them why you guys don't educate the migrants on the United Nations pact. It is your responsibility because you want them over here. Come over here. You want them over here. You want to take care of them, and also you want to fund the money to take care of them. So why don't you educate them on the United Nations pact? Because the United States did not sign the pact. So why don't you tell them that they can go to Canada and they can migrate to Canada? Why don't you tell them that? Why are you making them suffer all the way from the south to the north? That's why I tell them. And if they want to be taken care of to Canada, Mexico, because they signed the pact, they put the foot on the toilet. They need to take care of them and fly them all the way to Canada. Why is your arrogance and why you are pressuring only these immigrants to migrate to the United States when the United States did not sign the pact? Why you want to push them and shove them to the United States and bring all these kids to our borders? They should be flying over all the way from Guatemala, all the way to Canada, all the way from Honduras, all the way to Canada, all the way from Salvador, all the way to Canada. Why are we having this problem with our borders? Why? And this is the answer.
Hay muchas ideas, muchas opiniones. Nosotros somos los de acción. Nosotros no andamos solo con palabras. Nosotros somos los que apoyamos a los centroamericanos. Nosotros defendimos a los deportados cuando bajaron 150 con los...
Avoiding the question. We are citizens of action. We're not citizens of blah, blah, blah. We're citizens of action. We're not citizens of blah, blah, blah. We come here to act. We are come here to defend. We were the ones that defended the migrants, and he goes on.
Diariamente por Tijuana y por Mexicali, 140,000 en toda la frontera. Fuimos nosotros precisamente, y no otras organizaciones, fuimos nosotros que no solamente hablamos, sino pasamos a la acción. También protestamos en contra del muro de los prototipos. También hicimos inclusive una megamentada cuando nos dijo Trump que éramos violadores, que éramos todos delincuentes. Pero fuimos nosotros los que recibimos las 3 primeras caravanas que venían huyendo. Era para levantar la bandera de que sufrían muchos abusos, secuestros, todo lo que han sufrido nuestros hermanos.
So he's saying practically that they were them, the ones that supported the caravan and the ones that supported, every fluency of migrants that they're coming, and they are supporting them because they're suffering of abuse, rape, and poverty and child abuse and all these things. This guy practically doesn't know the stats on how many cities Mexico has on the top 5 and on the top 10 and on the top 50. And also he doesn't know that Guatemala is a number 24 and Honduras is a number 26 and El Salvador is a number 17. So he doesn't know, and he goes on a rant that it was because of them, it was because of them, it was because of them, it was because of them. So
Americanos, pero también no hay que desconocer que fuimos nosotros los que inclusive vimos que vinieron miles y miles, llegaron, inclusive les dijimos, no se vayan a las garitas, es momento de parar, y unos grupos son los que los alborotaron para que se fueran, y eso provocó que le siguieron de juego a Trump, y por eso muchos tijuanenses, muchos fronterizos.
So basically saying that they supported them, and when they got to the border, there were several groups of activists, and these groups of activists, on his mind, he thinks that this group of activists were working for Trump. And these groups of activists, they blow them up and they make them think to go to the border. He doesn't know, and he knows, but he's trying to play the card. He knows that Irineo Mujica, the one that he got just arrested, he's the one that he agitated everybody so he can be the main coyote, and everybody will be like, there is God right there, the guy that is going to cross us on the next day. So he was the one that agitated everything, and he did not know, or he acts like he doesn't know, that all these groups of activists are from the Democrat Party and are socialists. So he's blaming it on Trump, that Trump is provoking this migration, basically.
No están de acuerdo, inclusive nos polarizaron, nos dividieron. Por eso, ante todo ese ambiente, nosotros, los que pasamos a las acciones, no nomás que decimos y hablamos, sino que pasamos a las acciones, les decimos, es momento de cerrar filas. Nunca los centroamericanos tenían visa, no les daban trabajo. Hay un programa integral que se viene, que se vaya a hacer o no ser, no sabemos, pero por lo pronto es momento de mantener la unidad. Y sobre todo, mandar el mensaje a los mexicanos. Todos los nacidos en América somos hermanos, debemos ayudarnos, pero primero tenemos que...
So he's saying that they want to send a message not only to Mexico, but to whole America, because we were born in the continent America, so we should be brothers. So this guy apparently, he likes the open border stuff, as you can see of all this declaration. And, he goes on a rant that he avoids a lot of the questions. Activists from America, socialists, and people like this avoid a lot of the questions. They avoid a lot. They jump a lot when they feel attacked. And when they feel attacked, all of a sudden, people come out and rant you in front. And that is what happened. Look.
Por los nuestros, no podemos ser candidos en la calle como tú lo dices, tienes razón.
Me imagino que usted está diciendo primero México, como
claro.
Hay más de 25,000 deportados mexicanos que no tienen ni para un acta de nacimiento y no tienen para una credencial de elector, y nuestro gobierno de México ha dado más de 235,000 raciones a la caravana migrante, y muchos de nuestros mexicanos están muriendo de hambre.
Right there. I just shut him up with statistics. I just told him there's more than 25,000 deported Mexicans right now over here that he's supporting immigrants from Central America. He's saying, right now they people from Central America that did not have a visa, they have a visa, they have a work visa now. And now I tell this guy, you know what? There's more than 25,000 deported Mexicans over here in the city of Tijuana. They don't have a birth certificate, and they don't have an ID. they have given more than 235,000 rations of food to the caravan. And there's people from Mexico dying of hunger. What is your take on that?
Mira, yo te puedo decir, ¿dónde estaban esos grupos? Mira, yo te voy a decir algo. Por eso te digo que nosotros somos los que hemos hecho. ¿Dónde estuvieron esos grupos cuando estaban arrojando desde la madrugada, en las altas horas de la madrugada? ¿Dónde estuvieron? Fuimos nosotros los que hicimos las marchas, fuimos los que hicimos bloqueos para que dejaran de deportar en la madrugada, fuimos nosotros los que le dijimos al gobierno de Calderón que los deportados nos mandan más de 35,000, en aquel entonces decíamos 20,000 millones. Es decir, somos nosotros, como te expliqué, los que pasamos a las acciones, pero también entendemos que en una estrategia de lucha no nos podemos dividir. Sí es cierto todo lo que tú dices y hay muchas más cosas que te podría decir que hace falta. El principio es, ponemos orden. Primero los mexicanos, ayudemos a los hermanos deportados, ayudemos a los que ya se quedaron, que están tirados en los parques, están tirados en las calles, que las autoridades no hacen nada. El gobierno...
I wanted him to say that. I wanted him to say that. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted him to come to so much pressure that he would say, first is Mexico. And he said it because I put him in so uncomfortable repeating the same thing. First Mexico. We have been heard from this. We have been heard from that. First Mexico, until he said it. And he said it, first Mexicans, we need to take care of first Mexicans. First, the people that are living outside on the street in poverty. First, the people that are dying of hunger. First, our Mexican brothers, they get deported. That's what I wanted him to say. I got it now on record. That first is us. And then it's people they're migrating from across the world now. It's not Central America, it's across the world. So let us hear it more.
Apenas acaba de llegar, tiene 6 meses en el gobierno, entonces no podemos pedirle que cambie todo de un sistema que hemos sufrido, de un sistema neoliberal que está provocando y ha explotado a nuestros hermanos centroamericanos. Es un sistema que tiene que caer, pero mientras cae, no nos podemos dividir. Y sí es cierto que primero los mexicanos, por eso ahorita es momento de unidad, pero no quiere decir. Y nosotros tenemos autoridad moral para decirle, somos los ángeles sin frontera. Hoy veníamos a decirle que el lunes íbamos a bloquear la línea internacional de Mexicali.
Oh my God. So, he's saying basically that they are supporting AMLO 100%. Not only that, he's telling me that they were going, Angeles Frontier, Angeles de la Frontera, from Border Angels, they were going to block the border from Mexicali on Monday. They were going to do that. Look how big words he's using. This is huge. To block a border is humongous. There's millions of dollars that they're getting lost. And this border angels, they wanted to do that on Monday in Mexicali, the other city that has a big border too, that I haven't went to. But that other city, they wanted to block this. This is great. They wanted to block that on Monday. So he goes on and says, they were going to block the border because of the tariff. That if they didn't go to an agreement, they were going to block the border. These people don't know how much Mexico needs to export to the United States. And the United States exports 181,000 a year, 181,000 million, when Mexico exports 307,000 million. And he's saying that they were going to take action and they were going to block the border on Monday, but they didn't block it because they came to an agreement.
Independientemente de las diferencias que podamos tener, primero, segundo, seguiremos haciéndolo. Y yo quiero decirte, somos, en el caso nuestro, somos los que hacemos, no solamente decimos.
Muy bien. Muchísimas gracias, paisano. Muchísimas gracias a usted.
So he threw it at me because he's saying we're the ones that do, we don't just talk. I'm sorry, I'm not an activist like you are. I am sorry if you're just being pro-migrant and it's against my ideals. That is first Mexico, first my poor people, first the Mexican deported people, and then everybody else. I'm sorry if I don't agree with you with this irregular migration and this flood of migrants that they're dominating our cities by the number. I'm sorry if I don't agree with you with the trafficking of children that you avoided the question more than 5,000 times. I'm sorry if I don't agree with you with the fake marriages and fake families. I'm sorry if I don't agree with you with the shoplifting and raping of women and violating our rights. I'm sorry if I don't agree with you that they're giving them more rights and more benefits that our people are getting. I'm sorry if I don't agree with you with that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be an activist and a pro-activist of something that is based on all my principles. My principle is first my country, my city, and then everybody else. And the border that is my neighbor, that is the United States. So that is my principle. I can't get out of my principle and join your activist movement because it's against my principles and it's against my ideals. I cannot do that. Really, I can't. So after, they have this kind of people. So this is the guy that I had a little altercation. I'm not going to show, this guy. But this guy came over and pretty much he wanted to be on camera. He's he's the kind of people that they bring to have altercations with people. It was a little word thing. But this guy, I'm just going to show a little bit of him.
Tengo principios elementales, no pertenezco a ningún partido político, pero es sentido común. Tú hiciste varios cuestionamientos, pero ¿sabes qué? Pero nuestro presidente, quiero que sepan y que escuchen muchos, y no sé qué televisora o qué protestas, pero ¿sabes qué? Es un hombre con principios. Y si tenemos un hombre con principios, es porque sabemos que va a cumplir y está cumpliendo.
Basically, no, forgot to say this.
Si bien es cierto, hay cuestiones que a corto plazo no se van a cumplir, no se van a hacer, claro. Porque hay que darle tiempo al tiempo, claro que sí. Hay que dejarlo, pero sí, esto es la cuarta transformación. Y los que vivieron en su tiempo, bajo un régimen, y de veras, que era hasta el más neófito.
Talking to the wall. Just talking to the wall. They don't get it. He's just saying that our president right now is a man of principles and a man of honor. And everybody needs to respect this man of principles and man of honor. That is our president now. He's saying basically we need to respect him. So he goes on a rant. Then we get into a little discussion after I finished. I stopped the recording. He got mad because I stopped the recording, and then he called me a sellout. I'm like, who are you calling a sellout? You're the sellout. You're walking around here, claiming that you're Mexican when you're supporting other people. Who's the sellout? I don't understand who's the sellout. So we got a couple more interviews, people, that I want to show you tomorrow. It's kind of late. You guys are hooked. You guys are you're hooked a little bit. We got a couple more interviews that I will show on Monday. On Monday, tomorrow is my day off. If there's some emergency, I will do a live video. But that is practically where I wanted to get. I wanted to get to good interviews with people that they are part of the caravan. That's where I wanted to get. I wanted to get to the reality of those people. I wanted to interview Father SOLALINDE. Really, I wanted to do that. because I want to hear from him, you know, what is his opinion on child trafficking, because the church is being so involved on child trafficking. And not only that, I wanted the opinion of one of the most important groups of pro-migrant, that is border angels in our city. And he's the guy. So now you guys know, that this is a rally of AMLO. This is a rally of AMLO. Basically, everybody, you're against everybody. You're against everybody. If you by any chance say to somebody, I'm against that, immediately you got like 10 people behind you. I will knock you out right now. You don't talk about our president. They respect so much AMLO that they don't know how this guy is kicking our butts. Really, they don't know. They don't realize how much this guy is kicking our butts. And, you know, it is so amazing that you show them facts and you show them numbers, and not your typical average citizen, because those ones, if I wanted to interview those ones are going to talk to me about the same every day. If I go to a normal, typical citizen, he's going to say, no, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. The heads. I want to know what the heads think. Because those are the ones that they're managing the masses. And those are the ones that they're putting information on the ears and on the brains of everybody to tell them, you know, this is okay. It's okay to migrate. We're giving you everything. It's fantastic over there in the United States. We're getting there. And as you tell them facts, why are you lying to them? Because there's a 3% possibility of them getting the asylum. Why are the organizations lying to them? And they jump the question and they say, it's because of us that we've been doing this and that we've been supporting this. And it's because of our effort. And it's because of us and us and us. Same old, same old. So, questions, everybody. Questions that you want to ask. Questions that you guys want to ask me about the day. And questions that you guys want to ask me about the interviews or about something. Go ahead. What would the president of Mexico have done if they had blocked the border? I don't even know. That would be a gigantic issue. There will be millions of loss of dollars. Now, the merchants from the border will be extremely pissed. I will tell you that. Mad as hell. Because they're taking away a day of money. And a day of money for them is a day of food, is a day of eating, is a day of surviving. So it is something that it will be a problem. What happened to Irineo? He's arrested. You and Anthony had a great day today. Thank you so much. Yes, he was worried about me, but I told him, I'm okay, man. I don't know what they're talking about, that I got into an altercation or a fight. I didn't get to no altercation or no fight. I just had a little, discussion with this guy, and some guy was pulling my jacket behind the stage of AMLO. After that, I was just doing my job. So I didn't have no altercations with nobody. And, for me to take my level, to take an altercation and to fight, really there needs to be something that it needs to happen, like really serious. The reason why is I cannot be fighting under a public place. Really, I can't. Immediately, they will sue me. And if there is no provocation. Thank you so much, Oscar, for your work. May God will continue the blessing. Linda, te mando un abrazo. Eres grande. Erica Alvarado Crowley says, do you think the Mexican government will stick with the promise of stop the caravans? Yes, I think so. Yes, I think so, because they're making it more public and more obvious. Now, that, you know, the Mexicans are there. They know now. You see in the interviews, they know now the National Guard, and Father SOLALINDE knows the National Guard, so they know that it's going to change a lot. Jane Jones, how in God's name did you refrain from tasing that old man's forehead? Believe me, I had a lot of chances to do it. Thanks for the terrific news. Much appreciated, and much mustache longer and a twisted. Okay, I'm gonna do a little twist right there. There you go. Great job. Thank you so much. Hi, Oscar. Hi, Glenda Murphy. Is he arrested in Mexico? Yes. Do you think AMLO is making a serious effort to curb migration, or is just a fake out? That's what I think. No, I don't think that he's going to curb migration. I don't think so. I think that this tariff threat from Donald J. Trump to the Mexican government is a really serious threat. So I think that they came to an agreement, and you know, you should read the statement of the state that they put to the public, so you will know on the last subject that they're talking about. It looks like the United States and Mexico have come to an agreement that, furthermore, in the long term, they're going to work to make you know, progress and to create more jobs for Central America, so they don't have to migrate, for humanity. Mexico and the USA joined the UN, will rule the US. We were all worried about you. We love you. Thank you so much. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. If I get into an altercation, I won't be doing a live video for a little while until it gets out of my body. You know, I don't do that. I'm a really calm person when it comes to that, because I'm a really calm person. I don't like to speculate. I don't like to brag about myself. I don't like that. Really, I don't. But, you know, I can't be having altercations with people on every corner. I can't. You know, it's against my principles. It is. So I'm a really calm guy. I really take a deep breath when it things like that. And, you know, I fight with words. I don't fight with hands. If I fight with hands, it will be completely different. So that's why I mellow down and I take a deep breath. But don't worry about it. We heard AMLO said he is going to let National Guard interfere, letting migrants to the USA. Is that right? Yes, that is right. So, Oscar, the merchants will have been upset of the tariffs had not been lifted. Why are they mad now? Please forgive me if I'm asking something that is out of order. No, it's not out of order. They are not merchants. They were elements by the caravan. They're elements. They're migrants. These people are from a group that is called Border Angels. So they are not merchants. Merchants will be mad if the tariffs, if the border will be closed. They will be so mad, really mad. Amazing interviews. Thank you so much. Love you, Oscar. You made me laugh. Thank you so much. Anna Brawley, AMLO supported by cartel. They want their money. Why would he stop it? I don't know. I think you got the information there wrong. Supported by the cartel. Right now, no, I don't think so. Love the twist. Thank you so much. Good job, Oscar, for all your hard work. Marco, te mando un abrazo. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your hard work, Oscar, here in the U.S. We sincerely appreciate it. Thank you so much. I've been saying it for months. It is my profession. We have serious issue with illiteracy, and that is fundamental reason as to why people are not understanding what is happening. And the Democrats now know this fact. Test scores are the data of proof. I agree with you 100%. Patty Blanco. I feel this agreement will benefit both countries. Hopefully it will. You are a true Zapatista. Oh my God, thank you so much. One day, when I was young, I almost went into a group that it was kind of like, this for this fellow right here, but I had some other issues. So, do you think the National Guard is going to protect the border? I believe so. Mexico is letting them come into Mexico to stay. That I believe, that is the obligation of the pact. Doesn't our agreement with Mexico violate our migration pact? No. Did something happen? What is it? You have a very good patience. God bless you. Thank you so much. That is called a very grounded person. Thank you so much. you will have an unfair advantage. Yes, and probably no. You can get knocked out by every guy. Really, it's just because you know how to fight. It doesn't mean that you can't be knocked out by a guy that doesn't know how to fight. Really, that is when you know that you know how that everybody can get hit. You know, when Mike Tyson said, "Everybody has a plan until you get hit in the mouth." So really, I go by his words. Can we see you in a boxing match? No, I retired. Oh, Oscar, want to see? Okay. Let's go a little bit more down on the questions. I think it's lame as America is counting on Mexico to defend our border instead of our own country doing so. Kind of weak part. I don't think that, and I don't think that is lame. I think that we need to work with each other. We are borders. You can't put the United States in a bubble. It can't be the Hunger Games, close it, and that's it. No, you need export and import. You need that. It is. That's why you're the leader of the world. You need international relations. So I believe that, to be a leader of the world, you need to be the leader of the world. So that's why. Great show, Oscar. Lots of good information. You're the best. Thank you so much. Is it true that a few families jumped the wall today in Playas? I don't know. I will go tomorrow and find out. Are you okay, Oscar? Yes, I'm okay. All right. Little thirsty, but I'm all right. I'm good. Thank you for asking, by the way. Oh, you have a new look. Very handsome. Thank you so much. Thanks, Blue. I've been following you since the beginning. I know you have. Rebecca Tangerfield, thank you so much for being a true follower. And thank you so much. So I will go now. It's really late, people. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much for watching me. On Monday, I will have more interviews for you. And also, ultimately, I will, give you more information of what happened. I have a lot of pictures that we took of the rally, how there are busing people and migrants to the rally. I have those pictures. They're amazing. They were buzzing immigrants to the rally to support the president because there were not that many people supporting the president, so they were buzzing people. So I got pictures like that. I got a bunch of pictures. So we will have very, very good information on Monday and more interviews for you guys. Stay safe. Follow my partner Anthony. He's great, phenomenal. My partner Anthony, and follow Border Network News. Follow us, people. Stay safe. Have a great Saturday. Now that it's a Sunday, have a great Sunday, and always remember peace and love, everybody, and always your country first.